Hello. She's still with us, guys. She's still amazing cat. Hello, people. Who have we got? Quacks, Blackbot, Festech, Vortex. It's good to see you guys. There's the Teasel. Oh, she just twitched and I changed camera. Alright, I haven't got a clue what the hell I was doing. I know I was aiming for a new release. How are people? It's really humid at the moment. You guys only want to see the cat. I know it. I know. Do. New server floating sign entity from disk. Good old days. Oh, Teasel, they love you. You're like best mog ever. Oh, Cassiopeia. Yeah. So I'll give you a brief rundown of my personal life. Oh, is that private? No. Right. Now I've got to switch between max and at. So, what have I been up to? Right. 1 week I had my mother down. Was massive distraction. Achieved almost nothing that month. That week. So I'm behind on contract work, so needs to do more contract work at expense of streaming. Sorry. There we go. So how many pull-ups can you do yet? I can also do 3 pull-ups. More like 2.8 really. Hello, Soup World. Alright, dude. I say dude. Dude is gender unspecific. Dude or dudette or doodly do. 3 in a row. Yes. So my goal is to hit 5. Well, my next goal is to do 3 properly, more than once. So as a way of measuring it, I also have been jogging to relieve stress. I did 16.1 kilometer the other day. Oh, guys, you're so nice. Yeah, I was doing a V3 to V8 level up data and I succeeded. Thank you, Soup World. We seem to have no sound on the celebration. Why was there no sound? Right, still, we do have a Teasel here. Alright, let's do this. Remember, guys, this is the cat. She may look like the sort of cat that just sits there and does nothing, but she's having a party in her own head. Whoa. No, I think I'd muted the audio because it's so long. Whoa, Teasel, it can't even focus on you. You're so trippy. Jeff Minter's got nothing on Soup World's Teasel party. Way. How is Teasel doing? Right, that's enough party for you. You're a crack addict, little cat. Oh, can't stop the colour. There we go. Right. Hello, Ned. Hello, Ned. No, hello, Nello Ped. Teasel is okay. She's sleeping more these days, but I mean that could be the heat as well. Oh no, yeah, she has moved since I streamed last. I can promise that, and I did 15 kilometers yesterday. So I'm doing quite a lot of jogging. Woohoo! Still chubby though. That's the way you love me, right? Chubby. It's 22 hours. There's not enough hours in the day to waste, are there, for these animals? Oh, she's flicking her tail. She doesn't like being talked about. Well, be more active, little cat. You parasite. Anyway, that's it. So, I was doing a converter. Let's get rid of that. Let's just run this and kind of see what happens. There we go. There's an interesting case for caching meshes and stuff, isn't there? If we actually had the timestamp incorrect. So that was kind of working. So if we go to release, but what, the shadows weren't working? Something like that? Can't remember. So again, what have you guys been watching while I've been AWOL? Right, I can't see any shadow. Hang on, am I running... Oh, this is the old... This is the old version, I think. Yeah, it is. It didn't have shadows then. Right, close solution. Let's actually load... Because I forgot I actually had both solutions, didn't I? Diorama 6. Right, let's run that again like a spanner. I haven't been here for 3 months. Alright. Does spawn work? Yeah, so... Oh man, look how slow that is. Oh, yeah. So, Nello, I was doing a conversion thing. So that is the old level. And this is the new thing. I don't actually know what I'm trying to say here. But oh yeah, so I needed to fix the shadows. So the extrusions are being lit wrong. And that's because I did that big piece of work to move from frames of references to a global thing. Hey. It is Festec. Yeah, this is the new format. Look, you can see the extrusions, right? So, but yeah, I need to fix the extrusions, right? So the extrusions probably work correctly around spawn. Let's go to spawn. Let's put something down with extrusions. Do they? Not really sure, actually. That doesn't look correct to me. No, it's not. That bit should be shadows. So I'd actually go as far as to say do not want. I don't know. I'd actually go as far as to say that shadows aren't working on any extrusions. Oh, if we look at my X and Y, -1. Essentially, maybe I need to go over here. I'm just curious to see if I can get it working anywhere. No. Oh, the Y's too high. Oh, right, let's clear that junk up. So actually it might be working down at ground level. Right, so this... Oh, flipping heck. It's a struggle, innit? Right, am I in chunk 000? I am here, yes. I kind of need to go that way. Right, so, great. Great, the entire chunk is in shadow. I did backstroke of the West. No, I didn't. I I'm wondering how long it will take for Sfax to notice this game's existence and make a texture pack. Who's Sfax? Those spikes on grass. Oh, yes. Yeah, who's Sfax? All right, let's go. I do want to do this. Hey, right. Right. Please work. Please something work. Ah, yeah, look. That looks correct. Yes. Yep, look. So this green extrudy bit is being shadowed correctly. Yep, that's good. Okay, so it is purely about... yeah, I mean, whoever makes texture packs for Minecraft is going to have to undergo a bit of a learning experience for this. Because it's just not the same. I don't think it's hard. I've made it as easy as possible. Oh, man. They're so wrong. So many polys on this. I probably should work on optimization at some point. Runs fast on my machine. Except it doesn't, does it, anymore? Right. Sfax Pure BD. Let's go and have a look. Right, I don't think that worked. You're joking. How the hell does that happen? Oh, yeah, so this is a kind of high-res one. Surely it's just a case of, do I believe in dragons too? Shut it. Oh yeah, so this is a kind of almost Wind Waker-y style. I actually quite like these things. Yeah. Hello, Unholy Tig. How you doing? I was very certain you knew him. No, sorry, my knowledge is rubbish. I actually had a bit of a falling out, which I regret, years ago, back when I was doing my first stint as an indie dev. Yeah, it looks quite nice. Oh, yeah, so stuff like the grass with the bendy stuff. Yeah, I like that. I think that's good. I had a falling out with an artist because I basically asked if I could use his texture pack in an earlier version of Diorama that wasn't called Diorama. And the Unity resource pack, yes. What was I saying? And yeah, I asked him, and he got excited and sort of. I mean, I don't want to misrepresent him, but this is my basic memory, which is almost certainly 50% wrong. And he got really excited, saying, "Oh, I'd make you a new one." And I was going, "Oh, that's really cool. No need for the time being." And then he was like, "Oh, I can do a load of other cool stuff and start making things." And I'm like, "Oh, well, that's great." And I was sort of a bit overwhelmed with it. And then he was talking about ideas and stuff and gameplay, and I was like, and I sent him an email saying, "Look, mate, I only want to use your texture pack. I'm not looking for someone with all ideas and stuff. I don't see this as a 50-50 collaboration." And it didn't go down very well. And yeah, I regret it. He's a good guy, good artist. He did one of the more famous Minecraft texture packs at the time. But yeah, it was a bit awkward. Right. Anyway, we're going to try and fix this. Right, so let's load a new level. Is it my world? Oh yeah, that was one. Ah, so this might actually be a good one to test. Yeah, we're near. Oh, except I can't place blocks. So it's a nice level. Right, screw that. My world empty. My world isn't empty. I have you guys. Right, so what I want to check is whether it fixes it for all. Okay, so that's... Is that correct? Yeah, so that's correct because I'm in chunk 0. But has it corrected it for everything else? And the answer is I don't know. What's got the biggest... Right, so this is definitely wrong. I can see that. Yeah. Okay, that explains a lot. Yeah. So if the camera is in the origin chunk, then all of the other shadows work correctly. So basically that means the shader and the setup for the shadows already have the ability to translate because of a... What about Minecraft to Diorama format converter so I can play my world in clone? Well, what I was kind of... It depends, because obviously not everything is going to be transferable at the moment. Like I haven't got rotating blocks, rotatable blocks, right? So that's a bit rubbish. But yeah, I mean, actually using when I do a release of this, the converter should have enough information that you could write a converter yourself. Not probably using my program, but poke me once I've got the next release out, because actually a Minecraft importer isn't that bad an idea, and it might not take that many changes to my code, right? Might not. Pixel perfect shadows are one of the strongest diorama pros. It's interesting because some people are going to hate them, especially if you think about it. In Minecraft, a lot of people have very high texture resolutions, right? 256, 256 texture res. So the extrusions aren't going to work with them at all. So, yeah. If you want to know how far you can go with command blocks in Minecraft and so I'm recreating an entire playable version of Pokemon Red, the full game. Yeah, I saw that. I think that's kind of cool, but also kind of silly. Like, I don't mind if people can't do outrageous things, providing the majority of people can do most things easier. And again, maybe we'll allow people to write sort of native plugins or whatever. Can't be doing with that. Look at that, all wrong. All wrong, I tell thee. Right, let's go and have ourselves a debug. Gosh, man, it's hot in here. Sorry, I'm going to go and open the window. I saw someone had written in Minecraft a command block that blocked Notch's tweets from your Twitter feed or something like that. Is it too late? know what a bad fish smells like, Jodie. I am not fish au fait. Deary me. Yeah, so logic cubes will probably be nicer to work with at least. But ultimately, if you want real complex behavior, you'll write it in Lua, right? I talked with the creator a bit, and he also said that you actually can't program in any actual programming language besides the ones used for Minecraft. What do command blocks use? Minecraft command block language. Yeah, I don't know. It looks rubbish. Right. Hello, Ray March. Hello, Sky. Hello, people. Yeah, I mean, like Lua is a nice language. Although I did read something about Lua starting to fragment, which is a bit worrying. Maybe we're all going to have to move to JavaScript or something. How are you doing, Ray March? Shadow visitor. Right, renderable it visit. You got a new mixtape. Oh, cool. You'll need scheme. What version of Lua does Diorama use? I think it's 5.2. I might have to downgrade it because I don't think Lua JIT was working on 5.2, was it? Thanks for the follow, Quadria, Qdria. I won't know. Yeah, it's not 5.3. Any new screenshots of your music, Ray March? I think that's what Festec is asking. Right. So we've got shadow map draw commands visitor, create draw commands. Let's just stick a breakpoint on that. I should probably look at... Okay, that's doing nothing. So we've got draw mesh command. Oh, sorry, it's not the shadow map that's wrong, is it? Or is it? Or is it? Oh, okay, so we've actually got two things here. It could be the shadow map is being drawn incorrectly. Except no, we know that's not the case because let me just double check that. We know that's not the case because oh, sounds like the rain's just starting. Because if we go a long way away, the traditional scenery is actually being drawn correctly. Yeah, it is. So it's got a shadow. So okay, shadow map is being drawn correctly. So it's, let's go and have a look at the shader. Teasel cat. It's just a bunch of teasel samples and a sample of Notch. I don't think I've ever heard Notch actually speak. If possible, I'd recommend 5.3 because you have bitwise operators. Yeah, but as I say, Lua JIT hasn't gone to 5.3 yet. Hello, not a robot. Right, what was I going to look at? Is it game modes? Default? I can't even remember. Shaders. Right, let's see how badly named these are. Chunk High Fragment Shader. It's probably that one. Shadow Grid Pos equals F shadow. What the hell? Teaser cats is a teaserly cat of love, of love. Oh, I think we got another follow coming in. Unless that was a follow on Twitter. No, it's a follow on Twitch, Youngzan14 or something like that. Thank you very much. There we go. Luajit versus Java in terms of performance. Probably Java, I would guess. Plus, it's better supported now. The guy doing Luajit apparently has pulled away from it. Let's have a look at the medium fragment shader and see what's going on here. Shadow grid position equals F shadow XYZ. What the hell is that? What does the F stand for anyway? I actually don't know. What is my naming convention here? I assume that's per vertex or fragment. Yeah, it's the fragment. The shadow XYZ. Very much help me here. What am I looking at? Diffuse map, shadow MVP matrix, ambient RGBA. So what we don't have. So in the vertex shader out. Do I need to? Well, yawn. A yawny. Hello, Oles. How you doing? Yeah, let's listen to his chip tune. Give us a link. All right, well, I'm going to go and get a drink while the tension... I think... All right, I'll go and play that in a sec, but I'm going to go and get a drink. Teaser cat. Is there fish in here? In the big...
No, that's chicken from last week. You should throw that out. The fish is underneath it. It's not sealed or anything either, so you might want to seal it.
Okay.
You know how I am with sealing things.
No, I didn't realise there was chicken left. That's a shame.
I kept telling you, but it was when your mother was here.
Right. Let's listen to Ray March's so-called music. How's it going? It's going all right. I've got to remember my Yeah, I wouldn't even know where to start with Luajit. It's just something that it's a domain of programming I have no clue about. There isn't Sky. No, I haven't done a new release yet. I still want to fix some of these rendering issues. Yeah, so G Shadow texture ID. That's okay, but we're not. So the shadow biased MVP is the identity. Otherwise, that's not interesting. Whoa. Okay, Drunk Devs is here. Hello, Mr. Drunk Devs. So-called drunk of the devs. Right, draw shadowed mesh command. Let's see what that's doing. Yeah, it's just drawing the shadow MVP. So when we draw it, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Apply shadow MVP. Yep, I'm pretty sure. Oh, hang on a sec. That's the model. That's the shadow MVP. Am I applying the model uniform twice? Well, wouldn't that be silly? GL uniform matrix V4FV. Yeah, MVP uniform. Oh, I hate the way this is. It is. I think it is doing it twice. Not that that's a major problem. Quick return. On a scale of 1 to she, I like it. I like anything like that. I have a big grin on my face because obviously I know somebody that's making this music. I don't think it's quite as smooth as she, and I like the smoothness. But if this is the first one you're doing, it's cool. It's and the thing is, I suspect if you're the sort of person, if you actually do apply yourself to something like music, you probably end up progressing quite rapidly as well. So I'm very strong on melody and stuff. Let's listen to it again. There's no Happy Birthday Super Metroid in it, but all right. Right, so the apply MVP, I'm actually going to put a... Oh. Yeah, so I actually wouldn't class like Chiptune Memories, which is the album I like the most. I wouldn't particularly say it was strong on the chiptune scale. I'd say it's more like, frankly, like pop music, but with chiptuney sounds. So I'd also say she's stuff is that the stuff that I prefer is... Oh, Tears was licking her bum, everyone. That's her only back leg. Yeah, don't... Bye-bye, cat. We love you. I don't know Capsule, no. Ah. Hey. I look like a bit of a public schoolboy at the moment, but with a beard. Probably not needed. How long do you think it'll take to catch up on the contract job? Maybe a couple of weeks? So, oh yeah, I was talking about my life. Chiptunes win. Cool, I'll check that out later. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, what was I going to say? So, just in terms of my contract, I need to catch up with a bit of time. But what I forgot to mention earlier about my life in general is that I think my mum needs a bit more care. Oh, I've just realised why there were black bits appearing on my desk. It's because there's a spider above it and they're all dead bits of animals. Lovely. So I've probably got spider poo that I can't get rid of out of the desk. Lovely. I think you'd like Capsule. Yeah, sure, link it. So what I was going to say was I think I need to, I'll be blunt, earn more money quite quickly, because I need to think seriously about buying another house for my mum, and that is not going to be cheap and it's not going to be easy either. So I've kind of got that, and I'm sort of thinking, well, I should probably, yeah, I like, it's a combination of the project. My contract could probably do with more hours because it's one person doing 7 games at the moment. And also the fact that actually I could do with the money as well. So that's kind of hanging over me at the moment. Hello, J Frapp. Rube. It's Rube. Everyone, it's Rube. Right. Anyway. So these have a transform. But what's happened is... Where's draw shadowed mesh command? Draw shadowed mesh 2 command. Draw instance mesh. Draw shadowed extruded subtexture instance mesh command. Yeah, I don't think I was very happy with that name. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Local origin offset. So what I suspect is going to happen... Yeah, Ray March released his new chiptune. I'm going to see if I can find my old... the music. I do play it every so often, but... let's find it. Website. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Remember the music? Yeah, so we was having a look at this. Dum da ba dum ba dum ba da ba dum. So room renderer component. Gosh, man. Dig-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding. Right, so I suspect this is the problem here. Camera XYZ floor chunk. What the hell? Teasel's meowing in the background. Thanks, cat. Alright, let's get into somewhere that actually... Hang on, did I just have a problem? No. Right. Why are you so meow, cat? Ah, sod bags. I'm trying to create a nice bit of world, which I will then save. There we go. That's good. Creepers, jeepers, Teasel. Where have I been? I was giving an update. I was away looking after my mum, or my mum was here, and I couldn't do anything in that time. In the corner, behold the cat. Yeah, right. Let's go back to Sonic. Oh, Ray March has got me a link. Yeah, it sounds like 80s music to start with. Oh look, there's both of us. Teasel, we're both in the... Why are you meowing? Whoa, brighter than the sun. Yeah, why is that so bright? It's ridiculous. Anyway, what was I saying? Quit, save and quit, so it's there for next time. Oh yeah, so the extrusions aren't selectable. Someone's going to complain about that. Alright, so anyway. Alright, so we can see the shadow we're casting on there. That was all I wanted to do. And so what I'm going to do is put a breakpoint on the chunk drawing on here and see what sort of stuff we get. So accept room. So we've got subtextures, high LOD instance VBOs. Oh my goodness. Okay, so right, that didn't work. There we go. Camera floor chunk. Robot loves kitty. Ah, hello you. Maybe we forgot. No, Rob. Ray. This is to do with the change from frames of references to global. So the shader for the thingies doesn't take it into account. So the camera XYZ floor chunk, right? That concrete material, high LOD block material, camera floor chunk. Now that used to mean something to me, but I don't know what. So let's go and find out where that's being set. Hello, Load Claw. Yeah, how are you doing? I've been away. I wouldn't say having fun. Oh, Robot Loves Kitty is auto-hosting. Oh, well, I'll take it anyway. Load Claw, how are you? I was going to say, I've been helping the elderly in my time away, meaning my mum. And I was just saying, it's tiny bit stressful. Camera XYZ mod chunk. So that... Let's go and see where this gets set. Last camera chunk ID. And that, yeah. Do I need a hug? Hugs are actually not that bad. Actually, that I probably could do with a hug. I'm in denial of my stress. I recognised this before, you know, where you're actually very stressed, but you carry on as normal, and that's where I'm at, and it's probably not good. But I am exercising, so I'm getting healthier, and I'm losing weight, and not through like fear or anything, deliberate. Yeah, so the main problem is that my mum's getting older and she's starting to lose her memory and stuff. So basically that bit where people get old and they kind of lose, bits of who they are. And where she's living is not ideal for her. Oh, cheers, local. So yeah, I'm gonna have to probably work harder because I think I need to get she's not gonna get she's not gonna get any better, and she needs a bit more care, and she needs to live in a property that's not like up a terrible set of stairs that will I'll fall down them one day and break my legs, let alone a sort of an older woman. So trying to get that changed probably involves me possibly buying her a property, which is going to hurt financially, very much hurt. But my mum came over for a week, and it was nice for her, and it was nice for me in bits and pieces. But yeah, it's like, so let's get all deep, right, on a programming stream. So there's these kind of moments, and this isn't to undermine how scary it is for that person who realizes they're kind of losing their memory and stuff like that, and can't quite keep on top of things. That's scary enough. But yeah, my knowing that my mum basically demonstrates that she's not quite, certain things aren't sinking in, like being on top of finances, or remembering the answers to questions that she's asked like 5 or 6 times in a row or something, it's like, treat your parent is an adult, and then obviously now they're at a stage of their life where actually they're going to regress to being more like a kid, asking questions, not quite knowing what to do, and that's yeah, I try not to think about it too much, because then when I do, I get pretty damn sad about it, actually. If you think about it, let's look at this from a me point of view, right, rather than someone else. When I'm older, I will reach a point, provided Teasel doesn't kill me because I haven't fed her dreamers, that I will get to a point where I forget, and my behaviour will change, and I will stop being me. Not just to me, I'll realise I'm losing bits of myself, but also other people who may have grown up, like Jodie, who's younger than me and is presumably going to look after me when I'm in a nappy. So next week then. Yeah, she'll have to look after me when I'm merely a body of the person I was. Yes. So, and I can say that in a kind of, because what with being a programmer and stuff, I can talk about those things, but without being emotional. But it does go there. Well, I've genuinely thought about this enough that if I reach the point in my life where I know that I'm not being me, I'll probably take my own life. How's that for cheerful? Yeah, so if I keep, like, programming and problem solving is a good thing to keep your mental, your mental shape sharp. That's good. It's good. So yeah. So this camera floor chunk, I think I'm going to quit out now because I've paused it for too long. Yeah, it has. Positive vibes. Yeah, I know. I just, like, when Jodie's older, let's say we're still together, I don't want to be a burden on her. Now, obviously, that kind of thing is she has a choice in. Leon the 27, you've joined at a very sad time. Let's try moving out of this and see what we get here. Yeah, so the floor chunk, yeah, that is moving around, but the shadow biased MVP is probably moving around as well. So what does that mean for... Let me go and check how this is actually made. Let's go and have a look in the shader, because I pack this in the shader. So medium fragment shader, is it vertex shader? So we have 127 minus 32. I don't know if remembering stuff is actually the thing programming is training. No. But I mean, amongst other things, you're looking to stimulate your brain, right? Brexit is saved, Rob is streaming. Yeah, cheers. Rob, so when can I start playing Diorama? Oh, what was I doing? I was resurrecting the old level and so I am geared towards gameplay, but obviously my stop-startness over the last month or so has been that bad. Well, if you know that you asked the question before and you know that it was answered, but you don't know the answer, then you probably lose it. But also, yeah. I mean, imagine being asked. You know, imagine I get so old and my brain starts to fuzz, and you know, like I'm asked. You know, I can't remember how long I've been with Jodie. Like, you know, is she a stranger? Is she? You know, yeah. I mean, there are times when I kind of, you know, imagine her as a stranger for fun, but admittedly, she doesn't like it when I call the police because I act like she's an intruder, but, you know. So when can I start playing Diorama? Well, I was planning to get something out this year, just not being optimistic at all. This one is one of your favourite, Jumper. Yeah, I mean, we need to put some gameplay in. Same, to be brutally honest. I'd rather die happy remembering everything and on my own terms in a clinic in Switzerland sound an awful lot more appealing than dying 90ish without someone wondering where my parents are in a depressing old people's home from heart disease. Well, the other thing as well is like, if I can't look after myself, I mean, I don't want state care because it's just not good enough in this country. Not really. And the cost of looking after me, both in time, like this is horrible. Like, let's say I live 10 years as somebody who's not me and I have physical impairments and mental impairments. That's 10 years out of, say, Jodie's life looking after me. Why would I want to take that away from her as well? It could well be a Daily Mail headline. I think I've got Alzheimer's already because I'm not sure what a sex life is. Hey, adult jokes. Whoa, look at me. Alright, not very good. How do you know when you've gone insane? Maybe have a daily test. Well, yeah, I mean that's a big point, right? Because you have to catch it before you're unable to rationalize all these things you've done now. Right. Right, anyway, in here, in the chunk high vertex shader, we're doing the transform, right, position. So we get the instance translation. Yes, that's from the vertex stream. Yeah. Where's instance? Yeah. All right. We transform it. We have a rotation. Gosh, that's expensive. I had to clip it. Is that what I think it is? Oh, gosh. And I haven't put the family friendly thing, and Oh no, it's all right. It's just Skello showing his weird fetish for me making funny noises. Yeah, I could just make funny noises all day long and just Skello would struggle to keep up. Anyway, Localor, if you're still there, how are things? How are you doing? This is for the making of Diorama video. It's just going to consist of, hopefully, like me getting slimmer over the course of it. And stupid noises. And also a big video of my hand when I first set up the speakers, if you guys remember this. Anyway, rotation, translation. So transforms IDX 3. So this is all rubbish. Vertex position 1. Because vertex position, where does that come from? Okay, yes. So we multiply it by the blend scale. So that's the vertical or height. Then we rotate it. I don't know how we've degenerated into this conversation, guys. Oh, it's my fault. Yeah, probably. Yes. And then instance translation. And then we do the MVP matrix. So, and then we add that for a very slight thingy. JFrap, what the hell? You weirdo. All right, Leon the 27, thanks for following, and Dr. Siachapul. 3 out of 10. Poor effort, Rob. Yeah. Let's evolve back to something friendly, like talking about cats. Something a bit more, yeah. So we've got the MVP matrix. Right, let's find out what that is. So we've got the data, the local origin offset. Is that actually correct? So I'm actually going to put that as the identity. That might fix it. I'm a tiny bit suspicious it won't, but let's try it. By the way, Rob, did you hear the Zelda Breath of the Wild sounds I sneaked into my track? No, I didn't. I didn't. I'm sorry. Alright, so it's correct still here at the origin. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, we have that problem. Damn it. So yeah, so of course I do actually need to do that. Alright, so that's its... Huh. So let's go back and... Oh, sods. Why do... Alright, I've got a breakpoint set up. So I am having to pass in this, the shadow biased. Oh, hang on. That's for the translation of the whole thing. Oh, I think it's started to rain here now. Yeah, it has. I better shut the window. Let's go and listen to... I hate to say it, but I didn't capture the Breath of the Wild stuff. So Phantom, is it capture all the band? Isn't quite grabbing me as quickly as she did. That's all right. It's the Guardians lock-on light. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I played, actually. Anyway, right, so here's the... Let's have a look. Chunk High Vertex Shader. We do take... GL position. We do multiply by that, and we do have to. Now, when it's in the Fragment Shader... Chunk High Vertex Shadow, Chunk High Fracture. So Shadow Contribution, Bias, Shadow Grid Position equals F Shadow XYZ, which I still don't know what that is. Is the Vertex Position 3. Yeah, so it has got... Oh no, it doesn't have the matrix multiplied by it yet. Okay, so I'm going to try that. Right, well I'd say that hasn't worked. Everything's dark. Yeah, that's a complete bodge. Oh, because the geo position... the W is... I was in Britain last week. Why? What's happened? No, it's still not. Okay, I'm just completely wrong then. What I need to do is look into the Shadow MVP matrix. See, the MVP matrix is relative. Why does this not happen on the... Why does this not happen on the medium? The shadow data, the shadow XYZ. No idea what that is. Oh, that's passing through its position in world space. And then reading it. Normal. So the shadow grid position.xyz plus equals F normal model times textual scale times 0.5. Yeah, that was just... Hello, Harter. How you doing? Oh, my goodness. As soon as I see you, I realise... Oh, man. Right, let's go and stick this. So I've let Harter down again. Diorama game. Whoa, check these out. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, it was in the... Hang on a sec. Am I being a bit silly, Harter? Didn't you put up a pull request for the web? I only did a GitHub branch. Okay, so is it... I can't see any Oh, there we are. Slider blog update. Okay, I'm going to put that in as a new pull request. Alright, and then I'll put that there so I come over it later. Right. Hello, Bond. But oh, I don't know how to say that. Bound DE. Unless you're bound German with a DE there. Right. Shadow grid position. So that's its position in world space. Yeah, I think it is. Shadow grid position then has F normal model. Oh, it has the normal. Yeah, that's and times text scale. So that's to push the sample point. And then we do some funny things there to make sure that it's pixel or texel perfect sampling. But second try was correct. I can't even remember what the second try was. I'd lost. Sign of Alzheimer's apparently. Float visibility. Shadow XYZ. Yeah, so that is in world space. That's the problem, I think. My website pictures need an update. Yes, they do. Good luck reading that rubbish. Yes. So the fragment shader, right? Let's assume that the shadow XYZ comes through correctly, except I don't think it does. I genuinely don't know. The shadow XYZ, is that global? Well, it should be. Because the MVP matrix is being set correctly, right? That's what we've got coming in here. Camera XYZ floor chunk. Wow, wow, wow. Thanks, little cat. Local origin offset, so... Yeah, look. So we... Why are we doing this? Apply MVP. Takes in the I mean, it's ignoring the model for a start, but that's okay. And that's MVP matrix. So that looks alright. Oh. Yeah, so that is coming in. Camera XYZ floor chunk. Huh? I don't know. Don't know. Oh, yeah. Alright, well I can put one on when I'm hungry. Are you going to go to bed or do you want me to...
I've been in the
What's up?
I had a bath, but now I'm sweating.
You're sweaty again after a bath?
Everything's hot.
That's just unbelievable. You must be unwell. So what do you want to do? What are you going to do?
Oh, look, you can see my hand.
Yeah, I can. Look, there's her hand. Yeah, shush. So do you want something to eat?
I have to eat everything. I gave people some food because she's shouting at me. Why didn't you feed the kids?
There's some crisps
Where?
in the crisp cupboard.
Why have you been hiding those?
I haven't been hiding them. I bought
Well,
them
I
as a
can't see
snack.
them,
Well,
so they must be hidden.
yeah, all right. So you can have those. Oh, I've lost her. All right. If in doubt, just rewrite from scratch. No, 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 no. What I want to do is have a look at draw shadowed mesh. You did. I thought I.
like cheese. Cool is not a flavour.
Alright, save some for me.
Why?
Hopefully, he said.
You can go to the shop tomorrow.
Alright, you have them. I'll go to the shops tonight.
You can go to the pizza place. That's in the freezer.
Alright.
You didn't even remember we had crisps.
Bye bye, Jodie. Enjoy the crisps.
Bye.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. My DIY. I've been building hidden compartments.
For what?
One of the guys said that I've spent my month off like building new compartments to hide food from you. She hasn't found my chocolate hidden compartment yet.
Because it's just on top of the box there.
Yeah.
That's not very hidden, this shit. Very good squirrel. Squirrels bury it. Rob just leaves it out.
Bye bye. Right, so this is projection view flattened transform. So that looks correct. Apply MVP is ignoring it as it does. And apply shadow MVP, it resets the model uniform, which is hang on, that's applying the model. Let's quick, go back to the medium vertex shader. We have the model matrix, the MVP matrix. They're the same. No, they're not. I'm confusing myself. Apply MVP ignores the model. Yeah, so it is flattened. Okay, alright. And then shadow map sets the model uniform. And the shadow. Right, okay. Yeah, there's basically work on the basis that everything needs rewriting, and you're not far wrong. Right, so the model matrix is just touched there. Yeah, it's not even used. Okay, so we only do actually care about the MVP. The GL position, pardon me, that looks okay. So why I actually don't know, because the shadow XYZ, it's just that. It's just the position. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, that is different. Hang on a sec. Sorry, this doesn't have the MVP matrix taken into account. My golly gum gosh. No, I rebought Diorama.game. It was only 320 quid. Arrgh. Yeah, I still bought it, so but we should buy all of the domains. Yeah, sorry. So this is just the incoming. So the shadow XYZ, shadow grid position. Oh, it does have the matrix. The shadow MVP matrix. Right. Let's quickly try and Yeah, so shadow grid pause. So let's see where this is. So vertex position 3. So I hate to say it, that code actually looks correct, and it leaves me not knowing quite why that doesn't work. Damn it. I was hoping something obvious leapt out at me, but it hasn't. So one of the things I'm going to do is modify the extrusion on the high vertex shader so that right. So the extrusions should always be so I can see that. In fact, let's do that funny trick from the other day. Hello, Teasel. What can I do you for, little fluffy beastie? Alright. Oh, we have un chat noir here. Hello, chat noir. I did rebuy it, Blackbod, yes. So anyway, so this looks correct. And then it goes wrong. So what am I going to do with this? What am I going to tweak to find out why it does or doesn't work? Yes, that's correct. And now it isn't. I probably want a way to override this to test, because it must be the shadow MVP that's being incorrect. Something's clicking in my brain here. Something is clicking in my brain. I'm going to go back to Sonic the Hedgehog, I'm afraid. Or am I going to go to even older stuff? Donkey Kong. No, forget that. Teasel in hot cleaning action. Okay, so medium chunk. Shadow rendering. So we've got MVP and shadow MVP. Question, are they both good? I should think so. Do 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 do. Generic shader. Flatten entity matrices. Do. Accept chunk renderer. if there's a medium LOD block mesh, set the texture ID, add a command. So we're doing component.transform. Stick with Blackpod. You get used to names. So what I'm wondering is... Yeah, let's just put a breakpoint on this. The transform is almost... Well, is it flattened? I actually don't know. I actually don't know. I should check that. Da 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 da. Right, what's this doing? Projection view, position, frustum. Temp room components. Calculate for each child. Flatten matrix recursive. Right. That's the entities list. That's our entity, and that's the parent matrix. Mob, that's still debug stuff. The room. Let's have a look. Component is it? Name. Oh, it's the calendar. Why the hell is the calendar being flattened? Okay. Thoughts on for set I. I quite like Blackbod, but yeah. So that's the parent matrix. Yeah. Ugh, sorry. Let me go back and have a look at this chunk renderer component. We get the flattened transform. That is in world space. Yeah. So what am I actually calculating? That's the critical bit there, I think. I'm hoping if I look at main pass room renderer, what I'm hoping, yeah, look, that doesn't have this. what should I actually be writing this? Dinky dinky ding ding. Why can't I multiply a matrix? Have I forgotten? That seems fine. Right. Please work. Right, it's not looking good. Oh, goodness. I've got nothing at all. There's nothing being shadowed correctly. Right, it's quite hard to tell, actually. Yeah, that's sod bags. So how am I multiplying things? I actually can't remember. It's been that long that I can't remember what the notation is for this. It can't be right. It's not that way around, is it? No, definitely not. I might actually tone down the extrusions because they're kind of creepy. That'll do. Oh, interesting. That is interesting. So even when my floor chunk is 0... Let's go and check this isn't doing anything funny. Whoa, model uniform. Now, is that being used? Oh, it doesn't actually look like it is. No, so the Shadow MVP is being used, but the model uniform isn't. What's that, Mr. Pusscat? So chunk high vertex shader doesn't even have it. Bit worrying. It must be a different shader. Yep, that's slightly unexpected. Component, high lod material. Digga 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 ding. Hello, cat. Null pointer. Yes, hello there. Teasel cat, you are in my way. My keyboard has a case of the cats. High lod block material. Teasel the cat, it's such a teaserly cat. Aww. Geoshadow texture ID. Sil Ginky, thank you very much. Is that 4 monitors? Yes, it is. I also have a cat. I'll have to move the cat. So that's watching the stream, that's for coding, and that's for coding, and then that's actually for checking, but that's my other machine that actually does the streaming. So, yeah. I do like my setup. Although apart from the dead spider food that I've just spotted and the spider poo. Yeah, thank you, Ranking20. Shader base. Why is this not working? I mean, like... Teasel cat. Yeah, and to be honest, I'm not really impressed with this keyboard. Some of the keys have started to wear away. Look. Excuse me, cat. Can you see? See the shift key? Look at that. You can see where it's wearing away, and it's already worn away here. So yeah, I'm not very impressed with this. And one of the keys is sticks a bit as well. I am caps lock rage. No, it was the shift key. It was the... That's why you buy double shot keycaps, is it? Alright, that's better. Yeah, okay, so this is on... Yeah, this is freaky weird. Like, translate. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on a sec. Is this defaulting? That's supposed to be an identity matrix. Oh, it is. What? 111. Yep, that's fine. So floor chunk. What does translate end up as? That's weird. Why does multiplying... Sorry? Why does multiplying an identity matrix by a translation...
Have you got it the right way around?
Maybe not. Yeah, Hearty, you're in a bit of pain. Yeah, go and sort that out. That's not... yeah.
It's a full translation matrix, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a full...
With the identity in it. You haven't
Well, no. I'm multiplying the identity matrix by a vec4 to represent translation. So, as far as I'm aware, that should
No, it won't.
translate it.
Are you using... what?
Actually, no. Tell a lie. I'm just going to rerun it and see what happens there. Oh, double shot keycaps. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Let me actually see what it... Teasel, you're in the way. No, you're definitely in the way. This is my cat. I have 4 monitors and she is sat in front of the one that I'm coding on. So that's all I can see. Thanks, cat. Yeah, I don't want, but I thought I could multiply it, but what I probably need to do... I could do that, yes.
I don't think multiplying a vec4 by an identity matrix will give you the result.
No. So what I could do, if I was writing correct maths, would be that. But obviously that's actually looking like it's a bit long. Teasel, what's the error? Oh, it's the tvec3. Oh, even better. Teasel cat. Does Jodie code? She does code, yes. She's lead technical artist. Yeah, alright, that might be better. Right, so that looks alright. Okay, yeah, that's all it was it needed to take that into account. Okay, so we've now got... Yeah, shadow's working. That's kind of cute, isn't it? See how the pumpkin looks. Whoa, the pumpkin, it scares me. That's one crazy pumpkin. You're unwell, young lady. Oh, that looks correct, doesn't it? Save and quit. My cat is watching you code, Rob. The pressure is on. Oh, by the way, Loadclaw, are you still making your own game and stuff? How's that going? Right, let's get rid of... Was it the vertex shade? Yeah, it was. Let's get rid of that. Who's better at code? I'm better at code. I think she does maths more on a day-to-day basis, so she's better than me. She's probably a better manager than me, because I would get angry. Right. That is looking correct. That was a struggle. That's because... Yeah, that's working correct. So we've still got the dodgy lighting going on there. Oh, man. That actually looks kind of cool. So what I am going to do is I'm going to lower the scale rate again, because this for protrudingness is a bit too much. So I just want to see, and these blocks. So let's go and change. To a quarter. Hello, Orshi. Yes, I am alive. I can't get my significant other to look at CSS. Do they care about it? I mean, if not, you're going to struggle, yes. We need to update that number, don't we, once this goes out. Right. So what we've got now is smaller extrusions. What do you guys think of the smaller extrusions? I mean, they're kind of like, they were the minimum, so I could actually stick them out a bit further. Oh look, yeah, that was my flowers. Try not to laugh, guys. Somewhere in between. Yeah, they do actually seem a bit flat now. Yeah, that looks decent. Good call. What were the extract? Well, the extrusions were one sub-texel, right? So for each texture is 16 by 16, makes 1 meter, and that was the unit of extrusion. Like the minimum unit of extrusion was 1/16th, whereas now it's 1/8. That does seem... Oh, that's interesting. We've got some Z fighting going on there. Why is that? Don't know. Don't really care either. It is nice just for the lighting, just for the shading on the inside. Gonna have to wonder how to do ray march smoothing with all of this. But to be honest, the extrusion code may just frankly end up being rewritten massively, because it's clearly not great. Z fighting could become a new spectator sport. It sounds like the sort of thing for somebody making a zombie game, right? Oh. All right, well, let's try trundling away and just check it doesn't collapse. Yep, that was a bit rubbish. 18. So this is a big area where there's loads of extrusion. So if that's the case, I might end up... I just need to do some bug checks. Basically, I need to see if anything's wrong. Otherwise, I'll probably release this. So one of the things I need to do is to make sure that we can turn off the shadows. What happened to dust? I still have that. Oh, flint steel, by the way. Hello. So what was that? I forgot what I was going to do. This is ridiculous. What was I going to do? I'm so thick. Let's get rid of that. Oh yeah, sorry. That's right. Check that turning off the... Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm actually going to commit that. I've just realised that would be a wise thing to do, right? Yeah, so voxel arena new saves, deleted, modified. Versions V812. Git commit. Convert 30 to 60 correctly. Alright, it's going to complain. Let's fix that. You're going to get caught out one day, little Jodie.
I've run out of small spoons.
Alright. What if I was to point the camera there and trap you? Trap you with looks.
And I wear this lovely shirt.
Yeah.
This is a lovely shirt. It's made out of sunshine and biscuits.
Right, so this has got... Let's do a quick git diff. Oh gosh, loads. Oh, I've got a horrible horrible code review to come up. Hey Jodie, why don't you do a code review at home?
You missed a semicolon.
Thanks. That's exactly what I need. Someone picking up on style rather than content. Real men. Yeah, real men get confused by what Git's doing though. That's the problem. Git commit.
Iterator goes out of range.
Bug fix. Shadow casting on extrusions.
By 0. Your variable is going out of scope.
Will you shut up?
I'm code reviewing.
Does anyone want to record Jodie's voice and just play it back as your generic kind of code review? Bernardo Bardanza, 2005. Thank you very much. Oh, and Runking 20. I didn't spot you. Thank you for following, guys.
You've got circular inheritance.
I haven't because it wouldn't compile.
Your code doesn't compile.
Needs more moths, says Blackbird. No, needs
There's
less.
a bug in your assembler.
No, that doesn't make sense. There isn't a bug in my assembler. You talking of rubbish, lady. Right, does Tiny Galaxy load? Oh yeah, now this has got slightly... Oh yeah, that half height stuff looks much better. To be honest, maybe for each extrusion you can set it to a particular scale. That doesn't seem unreasonable.
It's unreasonable.
It's not unreasonable. Yeah, we've got another one there. Oh, yeah, it's tipping it with rain now.
Cat wants more food.
What? She's eaten loads.
Why did you open another sachet when she's got some in the fridge?
Oh, that's been there for several days. I forgot about it. So,
Feed it to her.
well, you can feed it to her. Yeah.
Well,
So what's with the Z fighting? So the Z fighting implies what?
you don't
Oh, it's not Z fighting. No, that's not the case. Z fighting implies that there's two collinear surfaces being rendered. But what this is doing is this is sampling from the shadow map incorrectly. So we do some fudging in the shader to force a quantized sample, basically, which is why we get these edges here, which is a look that we wanted. But the net result of that fudge is that you end up with stuff like this. And I think it's because the way we're sampling is, I don't think we correctly take the normal into account. But we basically, everything on one of these quads here should be sampling from the same point. Now, clearly the maths is just not working out accurate enough, or we haven't fudged it enough. Blah, blah, blah. What's the panda vid? Oh. Quick, let's change it to 720p because it looks bad. Yeah, alright. I do quite like this, so I'll let it play. I got a problem. Yes, Jodie has seen the video. Other people have seen the video. People don't understand the video. I don't understand the video. I don't understand why someone made it. Hey, got rid of a Kickstarter. Thank you. Right, so yeah, so I've got this working now. Oh, hello. Is that wrong? That what the hell? Where is that shadow coming from? Oh, it must be that the shadow. Oh, I'm a panda file. Do you know what? I did. Weren't you there when we realised it wasn't actually a panda outfit? It's the cat outfit. What is causing that? What is causing this? There's nothing up there. Oh yeah, look, that is definitely bodged. Yeah, okay, so I wonder what's causing that breakup. Is it that the... It's a cat outfit. Yeah, it is. It's not a panda. Hey, thank you, Colby. That's very kind. If Teasel was here, but the reward for people is that we have a Teasel party, but she's not here at the moment. What is this? I've never seen that mistake before. That's Twitch streaming catsuit and watch the views roll in. Yes. So Colby, I don't know if you've seen this before. Hooray! This is a game mod. So one of the things about making a Minecraft rip-off clone is that what am I trying to say? Is that yeah, I forgot what I was trying to say. Yeah, is that it's easily moddable. So this was a test kind of total conversion that I did. I don't get it. It's not... Do we get any other weirdness over here? No, that all seems correct. Does anybody have any ideas what that could be? Must be I'm not... What languages can people use to mod the game? Lua at the moment. So there are download links underneath the stream. It's not quite up to date, but it has a version of Tiny Galaxy. So Tiny Galaxy is about what 2,000 lines of Lua code. The API isn't fixed or anything. This is just a bodge. What is casting that shadow? It's a shame because that shadow there off of this looks actually quite cool. Let's see what shape it is. Oh, it seems massive. What the hell? Is there more than one? I wonder if it's this. No, I'm being a prat because it's rendering correctly there, isn't it? Why am I in shadow? What's the shadow? It's even going up there. I don't know. Yeah, so the Git is just the Lua side, but under the stream you can download the whole thing and it'll include that Git stuff, including Lua. So if you want to play around with it, I'm not sure what that is, and I'm also not bothered enough to hold this up. So I'm gonna try and play through this because I can't remember if I fixed it. So guys, if you don't want spoilers on how to play Tiny Galaxy, look away now, and then never look back. Oh, hang on, it was there as well. I know, that's actually correct. Nice one. So let's do a playthrough to prove that it's still working. So the idea of Tiny Galaxy is it would class as a total conversion, but the way I look at it is that you potentially could make this in. That was interesting. Weird. Is that you could make this in Minecraft, but it would be hell on earth. So. I'll let more extrusions for ya, Gav. Ah, sod bags. Oh, we got some more of the old Z fighting. Yeah, we'll have to work that out in the shaders. Belt of Strength. Inspiring. Found a heat shield. Yes. Everyone loves a heat shield. Right. I wonder if we get... Oh, no. That's actually... The light source is actually around there. So that's actually legit. Yeah, that's the so-called sun. Right. Like a Space Station 13 mod. Don't even know what that is. Oh yeah, while we're at it, we'll go and get the other one over here. Hooray! Second artifact. Where am I going now? Oh yeah, I need to go over to your friend and mine, Tiny Rot World. Yeah, now this stuff is starting to look pretty cool because of the extra detail with the extrusions and stuff. Oh yeah, man. And it's lit and everything. Wow, it must be like using a shader or some such technology. Right. Oh, that was the one that was bust, wasn't it? I did fix it. Some magic bones. Right. It's a hard game to describe, but essentially an RPG in a space station. Huh. Right, sounds kind of cool. While we're here, we'll go and get this gold chest. To be honest, I should probably replace the gold chest with something nice and glowy, shouldn't I? To kind of really highlight the collectible nature of it. What would Mario do? No, I mean, that's not correct, is it? It should be what would Nintendo do? Right. That's fourth golden chest. Let's go and get the fifth over here. How do you define the blocks models? So there's a default version here. Is that it? No. Block models. Ignore the block models. In mods. In fact, I don't even know what that block models thing is. I'll have to have a look. So there's a block definitions.lua. And so you can say whether they need to be a vox model or they're just a basic texture. So we've got his detailed model and all of this. What have we got? Make entity model. But ultimately, if you can ignore all of that, and then that list is just here. So it's an array: grass, mud, granite, obsidian, sand. That's your icon that's used in... so you can attach any kind of data you want to the blocks. The engine requires a textures folder. You know what I mean. And then we've got T. And then basically it's format. So this is saying which texture to use on northeast, southwest side. And that's northeast, southwest, top, bottom. Is it transparent? Blah, blah, blah. Stuff like that. Some of them can use a model instead of textures. So that's how we get like 3D shapes. And yeah, that's it. But I've overridden that for Tiny Galaxy. So Tiny Galaxy is... Where is it? Mods. Blocks. So these are models. So the chest item close is an actual block. It's an actual vox model. And you can see it listed there instead of textures model. And then I add my own custom information as well for tag item chest, an artifact chest, and special chest. And cookie. Yes. So, yeah, I try to do as much in Lua as possible. So, I need to go to Nuclear World or something like that. Look at that. Rubbish. Oh, yeah, I haven't fixed it saying where you are. It still says Tiny Nowhere. Got it. You found the big axe. What's the big idea? Right. So, I'm going to get the big axe. Sorry, I've got the big axe. And then the last one is hidden here. Found artifact 6. So I'm also going to check I can still get all of the super hidden artifacts. And these are the ones where it's very hard. Well, they're not. They're just super hidden. So these ones certainly require a bit more skill. There we go. So that's one special item. And there's, what, 4, I think? There's one here. Oh, guys, I'm going to have to do the really hard one. I lack knowledge in lure, but that reminds me a lot of Jason. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, lure has tables and stuff, so... yeah, so that's using lure as a data definition thing, but the actual, if I go in here, if you look at Tiny Galaxy mod, if we look at the world logic on the server side... See, this is 800 lines long or whatever. But so when we load this mod, which makes it Tiny Galaxy, it says what permissions we need from the engine. So you could write a mod that prevents other mods loading, that sort of thing. Client connected, disconnected, which happens in single player, room created, room destroyed, entity placed, on tick, chat received, etc., etc. So there's all callbacks. And yeah. Oh, yeah. Right, so I've got that one. And now I have to do the really hard one. So look away if you want to keep some challenge in the game. Man, I'm so proud of this puzzle. And I'm just giving it away live on stream. There we go. There we are. Yeah, everything's reachable. Way bounce. So if I go back, the cookies should have turned up. And they have. So the game is complete. Did I just do it? Oh yeah, I've got power-ups and I've got a big jump. Does that look less like an egg now? Oh look, that's really starting to flicker and stuff, isn't it? So these are examples of extrusions that extrude more. Yeah, so that's the high detail stuff kicking in. And let's click on a cookie. You have found all the artifacts, but are you any happier really? You shouldn't believe in legends at your age. And then it restarts. Right, well that's a win. Single player load world. New world. Plummet. Does plummet work? I think it does. Alright. J. And then let's start. Oh hey! Still rubbish and slow. I know, I know. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I need to talk to... I did start talking to X-Force, but I think now's probably around the time when I should spend some time setting up the build servers on my own machines. Does mean Linux might not get built. Which will, of course, get huge amounts of hate from the disproportionate number of viewers here that have Linux. Have I ever been to GDC? No. Oh. Let's get to the end. Oh yeah, so by the way, Colby, this is all multiplayer as well. So this game mode that I'm playing is actually a multiplayer game mode. It just has huge flaws, but it's fundamentally quite good fun. Hey, there we go. And then every time you play the game, you get a brand new random level, and that's another mod. So that's looking good. New world, voxel arena. This was always one of the problem ones. Oh yeah, yeah. This is the first time I've seen the hub world with actually working. Sorry, with the shadows working, or supposedly. So yeah, so I don't have a problem like I do in Tiny Galaxy. Maybe the world's too small. Oh yeah, it's suffering from overbright. Yeah, that's way too bright. But that I wouldn't class as a big deal. Yeah, so that's looking all right. Right, let's click that. Right, did I fix this? No! Damn it. Lure collision and listener. Alright, let's do that in debug. I actually played Diorama a long ass time ago, back when there was a gravity shifting thing. I haven't been going 2 years, but it's probably getting close to it, isn't it? Right, let's go and have a look. Attempt to index field chunk ID. Voxel Arena mod. Let's go and have a look. Let's actually just do a search for chunk ID. Oh, crikey, there's quite a lot still in there. Mob test still has chunk ID, although I've commented that out. Sheesh, there's loads. Huh. Okay. I came in here and annoyed me. Why not use Unity? Well, asking me why I didn't use Unity wouldn't annoy me. It depends how you asked it. Oh, look, I'm not even creating it. That's fine. No. Okay. Voxel Arena. Create player entity. So it doesn't matter if we send that through, because that's just going to do nothing. I mean, the XYZ range is now limited, but I don't really care about fixing it correctly. I just want it to work. Calc distance square. Ah, here we go. So this gets more interesting because we don't need that. Yes. Well, this is some hardcore maths, not. Do. Gosh, that was difficult. Alright, chunk ID. I currently work on an Unreal game. I love Unreal. Really good for starting devs like me. Yeah, I think Unity is probably slightly easier. But yeah. Cool. Player components. That looks much healthier. But now I get to work on commercial projects. Oh, dare I ask where you're working? I mean, I do dare. It's like whether you dare to answer. Right, well that didn't create an explosion, but right, so let's go and find out why no explosion. Probably explosion. Oh yeah, okay, explode. If rocket fired by that's interesting. When's that getting? That should be getting called. So let's have a look. Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. This is because I've got a bodge in my game, I think. Set cell. I used to work on this game called Breaking Point. Islands of Nine. If I go and search it, sounds... Hey, cool. Battle Royale. Let's go and have a look. Fine, it already finished. Oh, okay. Ah, that's what I want. Let's turn the other music off. Ah, it's just a Minecraft rip-off. Well, it might be old, but it's on your website. That's a funny video, because that basically shows somebody bad playing the game. That's cute. How long is this trailer? Oh, not much longer. Why is it called PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds? Why has it got... Flint Steel, making some coffee, you want some? No, I'm alright, thanks. Voynarks, Rob, what is the state of the game? It's alright. Come on, let's go and find a better video. Oh. Did I get the name wrong? Nope, it's not up there on Steam. Okay, hello Jack Skater. Hello. Yeah, but PlayerUnknown is the developer, like Robert Swan's Diorama. Like I wouldn't do that. Oh, it's not out yet. Oh, okay, ignore me. Ignore me. Right. Well, that looks pretty good. It does. Robert Swan's Civilization Diorama Battle Royale. He's going for that. Yeah. Right. What was I doing? I was checking whether my changes here had worked, and they hadn't. So create rocket entity. That's the main server. So I wanted to check out Pat Manny. Patman I Patmani Canny, is that Italian? Hello, thank you for following. Right. Did H run Z1? How come if it failed he got so much money? What am I doing wrong? Right, game logic, client. Right, so somewhere on server entity received, if it's an explosion. Yeah, that was just... yeah, that is rubbish. Send network event, explosion, was score updated? If rockets... It might be because I did a hard-coded thing, didn't I? I did indeed. Yeah, let me go and check my actual code. I did a hard-coded thing because I was a bad man indeed. Let's go and check. Oh, let's go and search for this. Whoa, crazy. AAB, voxels collider entities. Let's do a search in here. Explosion event. Oh, hello. Wow. Right. That doesn't help. Okay, so I can't remember how this works, so I might actually take the opportunity to go back and look at the other version of older version of the code. I've probably disabled something and accidentally deleted some code because it just wasn't working and I couldn't be bothered to maintain it. Player unknown or whatever it was. Did an armor mod 2. Breaking point was an armor mod. What's up, PP new PU? Well, so this is my... Oh, hello, Orby. 8 months in a row. That's groovy. Cheers, man. I owe you and Kolbe a teasel party in a minute. Whenever the cat turns up, I might add. If she turns up. Oh, yeah. Sorry, this is my old version. So let me go and see if this has a working version of... this is the old version. Single player load. Nope. New level. Oh, I don't... It's so old, I don't even have... don't even have Voxel Arena. So I'll run the version that you can download as well. Let's see what happens here. Floater, load T, right, Voxel Arena, create wild, and it stopped working. Arrgh. Darn it. Bloob shoot, thanks for following. Let me see. Network send event explosion. Voxel Arena health update. Alright, JS node code. It's so fun to me, I don't know why. Oh, whenever I'm not doing. Yeah, I'm doing my contract, my day job is JavaScript web games, so not that I write Node stuff, but well, I know that payload's going to be wrong. Oh. It must have been something to do with this. I can't not type. I cannot type today. I know I am a crazy man, aren't I? Nope, I can't find my old rocket stuff. Oh, maybe if I do a search for rocket. Nope. Let's do a search for rocket here. Nope, it didn't work. So what does the explosion do? Evidently not much. Do I play Rocket League? No, I don't. I don't play anything competitive because I'm not good enough. Yeah, I would be up for playing games. I have no idea what I want to play at the moment. I keep if there was a multiplayer Breath of the Wild. Actually, once Monster Hunter comes out on PC, so Monster Hunter Worlds, once that comes out, I'll definitely be playing that. Right, I don't know where it is. I'll try to write some form of engine. Probably will be awful, but I want to learn a bit of Vulkan. Yeah, the words Vulkan crops up quite a lot. I'm not that interested in engines, funnily enough. Even though that's what I spend my time writing instead of gameplay, like some kind of moron. Set cell, is that right? Nope. Oh, damn it. I don't actually know which one this is. Let's have a look in here. Yeah, let's close the old one. Chunk history layer update cell. What the hell? Oh, that's some old code I've written. Is it set voxel? Yeah, it looks like it's set voxel. Chunks component. Whoa. Cupcake Boat, thanks for following. Do I enjoy gameplay programming a lot more? Yes, generally. Not that I've actually done much. That's the ironic or stroke stupid thing about what I'm doing. The UE code model should be like this. Like what? So let's have a look. Set voxel. Set block. Yeah, that was rubbish. Copy cells. Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry, why did my phone... Oh, I've got another follower incoming after Cupcake Boat. It's Carissa12. Thanks for following. There we go. I can see into the future. Ah, on collision entered. There we go. There we go. Needless jumping. There we go. Right. Fixed frame of reference. Interesting. Right. 4xy. This is old code because I'm not using Ray March's nicer macro. Sorry, not macro. Yeah, I don't know enough about blueprints and stuff. So, how about Dauntless? Think you would give that a try? Yeah. I wonder what does anybody know what state Dauntless game is in? Oh, that's changed, doesn't it? William Cheer. Ah, groovy. Video news. I don't even know what that... Game info, the game. Founders packs. Oh, this has changed. Didn't this used to be... Oh, maybe Phoenix Labs. Oh, hang on. Now I'm confused. Oh, I'm being a prat. Dauntless isn't the game that I thought it was. Sorry, I was getting confused with like Boundless. Right. So Dauntless, yeah, that's the PC kind of version. So I think Dauntless is going to struggle with Monster Hunter actually being announced for PC. Rob kind of inspired me to go after a game dev career a while back. Did I? After all of my dodgy code. So Dauntless... is Dauntless actually out? I worry for Dauntless because it's Monster Hunter. When it comes out on the PC, it's going to absolutely crap on all its competitors because it's got like, what, I don't know, a decade of game design and stuff behind it. Yeah, I don't think I could... Jodie went to GDC last year. I don't think I can take going there. I get too wound up. So, one thing I will say is that this video shows none of the panache of, say, a Monster Hunter video. And it's a reminder that one is a smaller, new team, like overcoming loads of stuff. And the other is a well-oiled machine from Capcom. Hello, let me just walk up to you. What's he found? I found a flare. It went off in my face. I'm really sorry. Yeah, so there's already like an owl and an eagle beastie in... Yeah, that's as equally silly as Monster Hunter. Right, whoever's doing their animation needs to speed those things up because that did not look epic. So I haven't seen that particular video before. Dauntless, was that the one on Kickstarter where the more money they got, the more monsters they planned to add? Yeah. I just can't. I think Dauntless is an interesting idea, but I think it's in trouble. Flea Sniper, Sniper, Factorio. Hello there. Play Factorio. Crikey. No, I gather that's too good. Let's have a look. Hello, I have a trip to DreamHack Thursday for Ion. Cool. Good, good, good. I ate lunch with League of Legends dev. You say that. You kind of approached him down a channel and then sort of went round the side. Look at me, I've seen a League of Legends match on Twitch. I think I know when I talk about lanes. That's it, lanes. When I've read up about League of Legends and the other MOBAs, I do get really kind of confused. Like somehow they all fit into a pattern with the jungle and the lanes and stuff. And I'm like, what? This is what? And oh, that's an auto host. By the way, William Shear, I don't know if you're there, but hello. The ARC guys were there. Apparently everyone hates them. Brilliant. Why not? Anyway, let's have a look. So this has got... Yeah, so we're doing this. Chunks get chunks. Set voxel. Why is this not happening? Fixed frame of reference. Oh, hello. Hello. What's that result? Entry chunk ID. Oh, I'm looking at it in hex for a start. That's not going to help. Right. Frame of reference chunk and voxel ID. Yeah, that looks all right. Get chunk. Right, voxel ID. Why is voxel ID suddenly gone to 0? I thought it was... What the hell? Let's rerun that. Yeah, League of Legends, well, Dota is like, it is interesting. It's exactly the sort of thing you can't really plan for, but it's amazing. Right, let's try that again. Right, that didn't look good. Where is this result coming from? Oh, sorry, we do have the result coming in. All right, let's do that again. Right, so our results... Okay, so they are actually 0. The problem... How do I feel about functional programming versus OOP? Well, I think part of that, like those kind of comparisons are interesting anyway, because functional programming to me is a paradigm of programming, whereas OOP has always been promoted as a paradigm of programming, but I think it's more of part of the language or part of a toolkit. So yeah, I think OOP, when it's stressed as a paradigm of programming, I think people have got it wrong, because it implies approach everything from an OOP point of view, whereas OOP is a choice you would make from a selection of choices on how to solve a problem. So I use OOP, but not much at all. Whereas functional programming, my limited understanding, because I haven't actually done it, but the mutability stuff itself makes a lot of sense. Yeah, sounds good. Sorry, I was looking at my result, wasn't I? So we've got a collision. The result. The entry chunk hasn't been found. The entry position has, though. So I need to look back for yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so we've got the entry position, but the chunk ID is not set. So what am I... Yeah, that's a dvec, that's fine. Excuse me. I use OOP mostly for mass vector space, dust and information. Yeah, I think OOP is almost a far too overblown phrase when you're talking about math and vector stuff. Is this where I name drop again? I like the goals of Jay. Jay, how do you pronounce it? Jay. Senor CE, thank you very much for the follow. Well, let me tell you about the time I talked to Jonathan Blow. No, let's not. Right, let's go and have a look at this function. This is attempt velocity, physics system. Do we have a collision result? So yeah, we need to get the chunk ID precisely and the voxel ID. Yeah, we do need that. Yeah, we do. I could have sworn those were set at some point, but anyway. So let me, I've probably got something commented out of where I set this. Collide segment cells. Huh. It's interesting. That is interesting. I don't think that segment cells is it. Damn it. Where is the physics? Cool. Collision result. Do collision 3. Okay, let's go and have a look and see what's happening here. Proposed translation, room entity, block definitions, result. Collide swept box room. So collide swept box room is not setting chunk and voxel. He seems scary. Yeah, I mean, before I met him, I had problems because he comes across as a bit of an arrogant twat in previous programming talks and videos and stuff. He was very black and white about this is about the time of Braid of how to program, which I thought was I disagreed with what he said basically. But yeah, he's either changed or I've mellowed or whatever. Yeah. Collide swept box. Look at that, I've even got the comment. You know what? Sorry, let's do this again and see why the end result entry pos is not actually set. Oh, bugger. Sod it. Why is the listener not null? Player collision listener. Why am I setting a player collision listener? It doesn't actually look like I am. Oh, sorry. Yeah, all right. It's a rather silly thing, isn't it? Oh yeah, I understand that. So the result flags are 32. Let me go and see what those actually are. So 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So it's only got entry face. Really? I'm on the Phil Fish team now. Panini29, thank you for following. Yeah, yeah. I get a bit uncomfortable watching people make idiots of themselves repeatedly. Unless it's me. Let's go back and have a look at this. It's only setting the result. So basically, at this point, I'm trying to see if I can set better. Hello, cat. So collide swept box room. Collide against room chunks. Collide swept box chunks. So basically, I want to try and set start chunk current column ID. Right, so we've got test chunk. Gosh, man. Right, collide swept box chunk. We're still passing the same result through. Collide swept box. Oh no, this is terrible. Don't look at this, guys. This code was dire. Well, that was interesting. Hang on a sec. We have got that. We are doing entry. That is interesting. That's interesting. That should be marking it as entry column and entry pos. So I should be getting 36 back, which I'm not. So one of the things, so to show which data has been set, the result flags are marked accordingly. So I can only assume it's, let me rerun that. Maybe it's using a temporary. What have I missed? No, I think the test game that you see is something he actually is working on. And yeah, Handmade Hero dude seems cool though. Yeah, my problem with Handmade Hero is I think he teaches the wrong things, basically. just says, yeah, so the result has been... Yeah, I don't get this. We're passing the result in. Result.flag. Let me just check if we're doing anything local. So we've got an axis result. Right. That's hey. All right. So the axis result is coming back with flags of 3. Let's go and check what they are. Entry pos and entry column. Entry column actually needs... Yeah, I've got an entry chunk. And let's rename that. Oh no, nothing lines now. No, it doesn't work. I don't know what my macro is for auto aligning, but I've lost it. Right. Nope, wasn't that one. I've lost it. Well done. Temp velocity. Collide swept box room. Collide against room chunks. Collide swept. And test chunk. Okay, we are in the right place. So we're storing the result. It's got 36. Right, so 36 meant that the chunk ID in the voxel ID... No, that's not correct. Let's do that just to make life easier. Anyway, irrelevant. So 32 entry face has been set and entry time has been set. Okay, fair enough. So chunk ID. Yeah, that is correct. That's fine. Oh, it's going to fail now. It's not going to edit and continue. So that I recently bought Visual Assist. Yeah. I just came to ask, is it worth to buy Visual Assist? I hear good things about it. I don't use it, but that's because I'm the sort of idiot that doesn't chase down all new exciting things. Entry pos. So I need to convert that. Dvec test chunk. Collide swept box. What? Okay, I'm confused. Yeah, I'm not using it. C++ is pretty serious, yeah. I'm not doing very well here, am I? I thought swept box, but this is actually the size of the chunk dimension. So that implies was in chunk volume equals true. Result flag entry pos, that's irrelevant. I think. No, it's not. It's not, is it? That entry position is rather worrying because it should be in the range 0 to 32 unless that's in global space, which it possibly is. Oh, okay, plus relative bottom left. Huh. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. My entry position is... Oh, gosh. All right, I can see what's happened. I can see what's happened here. That might even be a bug. Find parent chunk ID. Fixed frame of reference. Yeah, I probably need to call that actually. Trouble is that entry position, if that's in global... Matter Storm, thank you very much. You know what? I'm being an idiot. That is actually looking correct. Entry pos used to be some other type. Huh. So the swept box against a chunk, it's not going to return. Close swept box room. Oh, I swear I'm a bit confused. I've learned something, but I'm going to carry on running and get an actual explosion because I have a small fear that code path I just looked at might not be the one I'm using here. Yeah, okay, so we're on the collision for the... okay, alright, we are in attempt velocity. Alright, fair enough. So what we want is the entry chunk ID. I've got to double check this. I'm being a prat. Yeah, it's only got the entry face set. Why? Why, oh why? Somewhere I'm using a temporary collision result, and I'm not copying over all the data from the specific collision check into our general purpose one, and that's wrong. And probably I did it because I didn't need it in the past. So to do collision 3, I'm not quite sure what the 3 is. Might be the third attempt at writing it. But the result flags are only coming out as 32. So we're only setting the face. Only the face is valid, which implies that the entry pos isn't, which is a bit worrying. So let's have a look. Yeah, so if has collided, let me just check. Yeah, it's got a boundary collision as well. So result is coming in as nothing, and we're only copying. Gosh, yeah, we're only copying the result type. Well, that explains why we're only setting the result flag for the collision face. And then we were overriding the entry pos to take the transform. Yep. Okay. So I'm thinking proposed translation. All right. That shouldn't have to happen here at all. So what worries me is where am I setting this from? Ugh. Get some coffee. Oh well, it's coming up to 11:45 here, so I do want to fix this. I know what I'm doing, right? So in this function we have a I'm not sure what the interval's for. Oh, that's the time that's passing, and we also have what we're physics system, so we've got the rigid body component, right? So we get the velocity and a velocity overlay, which is like an impulse. It's not quite. It's a constant addition. Times it by the interval. So these Roman Grantal, thank you, or Roman Grant, Romain Grant, Roman E Grant 1. One of those. Either that or they're all valid, and I've been followed by 10 people. So that's our translation based on the interval. We then split the translation into, pardon me, it's 1:45. You win, and the top trumps of staying awake. We go through each of the translations axes at a time. Now, we attempt to move it, and then Ignore the was prevented stuff. That's kind of something else, I think. Yeah, sorry, if was prevented. And we also check prevent falling off ledges. If we were prevented, then set the velocity in that direction to 0. So what I don't get is, where is this transform x, y, z happening? So we only seem to be moving if the whole thing is valid. Yeah, I wasn't doing this calc safe velocity stuff. It's interesting. So this does kind of make me think I should be filling it in here. What I was looking for was to try and find a better place in the collision, a more specific place in the code to write down which voxel ID was actually hit. But having looked at this code, I'm not completely sure I can do that. So I feel better knowing that I should fix it here. Excuse me. Excuse me. So that's, yeah, the entry pos is kind of garbage, really. That bit I'm not happy with, but I'm not going to fix it anyway. But that is definitely what I need to enter. So we've got a dvec. I need to... thank you, Dennis Dailies, for the follow. So we go back to what it is I actually want to fix. I want to fix the entry chunk ID and the entry voxel ID. So first of all, I'm going to mark that I am actually setting those. So RF entry. Oh. Let's go and change that as well. Alright. So I need to work these out. So what I could do and then fixed frame of reference. Not convinced, but we'll have a look. Now, I think this is not going to be completely correct because the entry pos actually doesn't. I think I've taken a shortcut in my collision coding, and that doesn't actually tell me the position of the collision. It tells me where the moving object has come to rest, where its origin. And now its origin is presumably in the middle of a cube, which means that returning the origin is not the same as returning the point of contact. But I'm okay with that for now. Entry pos is 0.5, 0.5. That looks all right to me. So nothing's going wrong here. Not that we're actually using that data. And now let's see where my other breakpoint. Pow, off it goes. Right, so we do actually have a voxel ID, and that's going to fix the frame of reference again. I find... Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. Right, so this actually is returning. So we'll soon... Yeah, look. So I think that's okay. Do they ever come down, or do they hit the ceiling? They probably hit the ceiling and disappear. Ah. Yeah, even the boundary collision is triggering. It's still inaccurate, but that's okay. Right, so let's go and put this in release. And a walk always helps. Yeah, generally. I could go for a jog. All right. So now we're stalking. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh. Whoops. Right, let's go back to the game mode for Voxel Arena. Create random seed. Room settings. Right, so I think new saves default arena. Oh, crikey. Okay. I can't remember how big it was. Okay, so I've set this up to what am I going to say? Max 2, min -2. I actually don't know. It's inclusive, so that'll be 5 by 5. But anyway, let's rerun that. Is that the source of the collision bug? Yeah, I must have been passing more information previously around. And right, here we go. So we've got a bigger level. Good. Good. Right. Yep. By the way, do these... Oh, look, they do have shadows. Cool. Oh, look, and the health subtraction still works as well. I've noticed in the top right, I've got 3. So this is like a deathmatch mode. Yeah, so this was us creating a mess of a landscape. Okay, that seems all right. There's no... I did used to have particles, but I turned them off because... I can't remember. Can't remember why. Let's just try from the other corner. So the reason they hit and then like 0.x of a second later the scenery is carved away. In terms of collision, it is actually instantaneous, but the mesh is not very fast. Seat. Thanks very much. And Marshmallow 0043. Thank you. Can't remember who I've said thanks to or not. So I'm going to wait for the 90 seconds it says in the top right, which you can't see because it's covered by someone's name. So we'll do that. Let's kill myself and check. Yeah, the respawning works. I've got kill 0, deaths 1. The particles, I think, performed okay. I think the issue... There was something else that I can't quite remember what it was. Oh, maybe you're right. So I've got a minute to basically destroy the scenery. Yeah, we had basically infinite ammo, which was a bit silly. So 35 seconds. I just need to check that the level restarts. I think it will. It should boot me into the lobby. If it doesn't, I'll change the respawn time and then fix that bug as well. Yeah, so my collision code has a lot more to do. Now, I think I'm not ever going to spend a lot of time fixing my collision code because I'm pretty sure I'm going to switch to hello total random stuff. I'm definitely going to switch to bullet. Because I want collision with the rotating bits. Come on. Yeah, it kicked me out and took me into here. So if we go back, it should take me to a brand new level. Yep. Random level each time. Oh, I'll do a battle royale, etc. Now, I don't know whether this works multiplayer. And I can't be bothered to check now either because it is getting late. So, what am I going to do? Git add dot git commit. Okay. Get. Oh, for some reason I'm on Japanese English. Weird. Yeah, that is right. All right. Get. Bug fix. Explosions in voxel arena don't crash but work correctly. Oh. Git commit. Re-add voxel and chunk ID information to swept box. Yeah, it's a bug fix, really. Re-add voxel and chunk ID information to swept box collision results. So voxel arena collisions can work. All right. Yeah, just as I fix, check other issues. Yeah. Right, I'm also going to check. So in the settings, client settings. So very much smoothing, medium LOD meshes. Right, high LOD meshes, turn those off. Let's check this still works. Pretty sure it does. Yeah, so this is turning off. Oh, interesting, look. Right, that must be that... oh, gosh. Oh my word. Now this is the voxel arena thing. Now I don't know why I didn't notice this earlier, but I know what the problem is. It's because the shadow texture should be rendered. The center of the shadow texture should be around where the player is, roughly. And it's not, it's just set around the world center. So whenever we go too far, it just disappears. That's what's happening in, so this will always, everything from here on out will always be in shadow, which is a bit disappointing, really. I don't mind getting it working again for Linux at some point, but yeah. Oh, someone did a high there. I must have just not checked far enough away. I'm surprised it shows up in Tiny Galaxy, but fair enough. It does. Let me just double check this, because if I go in any direction it should go wrong. Except I've now got to go get back to the start somehow. Cheat. Alright, so I know that if I go in that direction it goes wrong, so let's go this way. Yeah, terrible refresh. Right, shadows still. Oh, I was going to say, what's that line? But that's actually the shadow of the thing I'm walking on, isn't it? Interesting. There's no shadow there. Why not? Oh, it stopped here. Yeah. So we're too far out of the shadow range. That's what's happening. Yeah. So the light source. That was interesting, wasn't it? Look. That doesn't make sense, does it? That's because we're at, that's right at the edge of the shadow texture. Okay, yeah, so it was never working correctly. I thought it was. So I actually do have another bug to fix. So with the frames of reference, it was easy enough to move where the center of where the shadow texture is being rendered. And now, with the switch to global, I've just must have got rid of it. That's it, basically. Probably if we find out where the shadow map stuff is being rendered, I can probably, I won't fix it now, but I can probably shadow map draw commands visitor. That's what I want. I can probably spot at which point it should have been doing something and suddenly isn't. So create draw commands. Right, flatten entity matrices. So I'm guessing the generic shader data projection view position. I suspect that the view is not going to be updated correctly. Right. Do shadow map camera. Let's go and have a look. Update light direction. This all sounds interesting, isn't it? Light position, get light direction. That's just going to be, yeah, I just hard code it for now. Oh yeah, I haven't done this for a while. Yeah, we like our rotating sun, don't we? Shadow map texture, calculate MVP, light pos. Depth projection, ortho, look at. Yeah, so this is always pointing at the origin, the world origin. So it's not moving. So I need to actually translate. Yeah, I need to translate it. Okay, I'll do that another day because I'm not going to do that now. But yeah, I just hadn't noticed because it was actually fairly big. There we go. Let's go and stick it on. Am I doing meshing on a second thread? Yes. How hard would it be to change your shadows to be centered on the player? Not that hard, but I want to not center them on the player, but I want to center them on the chunk that the player's in, which is a subtle difference. But oh, sorry, this is the voxel arena. Let's get out of there. That's what I want. You saw it here first. Yeah, let's go back to spawn. Oh look, that's the Eye of Sauron. Now we've got jittering here, and I'm pretty sure we can work to get rid of that. Oh man. That's pretty cool. And then we'll change gravity and just run over this anyway, like a prat. There we go. That's the shadows. Ypark JI. Thanks for following. Manazing Hakta. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, let's go back to normal. No, that's not normal gravity. That is. Great. Yeah, so, it's alright, isn't it? These massive shadows. Looks kind of cool. Guys, I'm going to pack up now. Oh. Does this allow me to place the rotating stuff? I can't remember. Yes, we have rotating stuff. Cool. Granite. Texture there's a bit naff, isn't it? Right, I want to save and quit and then go and turn the high detail on. I'm just going to check I haven't bust anything else. Plus, I'm basically killing time because I'm having fun now. Do you know what? I was just making shapes and I was like, that's going to end up as a swastika. So I did it the other way. Right, so anything rotating doesn't have extrusions on, but we do have the extrusions back. Yeah, look at my frames per second. It's not good, is it? Let's go and speed that up. Actually, let's go and put a head on it first. Do spanner, not a hammer. Right. Whoa. Is that as fast as it goes? No, there we go. There we go. Shadows are all great. So the shadow isn't showing up too much, probably because on the white because of the overbright, but I'll fix that at some point. All right. I'm quite happy with that. One of the standard things to do with Minecraft is sorting out the sodding mip mapping. Bilinear filtering. It does work. It is a bit naff. What do you think? It's quite cool, isn't it? Oh, look, that's actually saying something. What's that from? Oh. Catwood. Hey. So, fixing that stuff is quite good. I still need to fix other stuff. I need to make sure that the sunlight does move with it. Whoa, suddenly it's dark. Does this actually change night and day? I think I turned that off. Right, rotating eldritch abominations. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to basically look and learn bullet, unless anybody else can actually do it. But, yeah. Oh, look, it says Teasel over there. Look, Teasel. You might not be able to see that on the stream, but whatever. Whatever, I know it's there. Shadows are something that really helps ground this. But I got the same old problem of, like, things don't, you know, if you have a big wall that's just out of sight, then you won't be shadowed, and then level of detail would fix that. But I haven't got anywhere. I can't even hope to look at level of detail when the main scenery just updates so slowly. That's sad. It does make me sad. Oh well, it's only optimization. There's the silly Pratt still going, rotating like mad. Right, let's try turning off shadows. Maybe it'll crash. Shadow maps false. Weren't you going to get JFrap to do the bullet stuff? No. Now we have to make buildings that drop special messages at a very specific time of day. Exactly very much. We're back to the witness. No, wrong level. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Single player load world. Okay, that's weird. It must be because... Okay, so some of the shadow calculations are clearly still happening. And that's probably why it crashes, right? Because you are supposed to be able to turn off the shadow maps, but I think it doesn't work on Linux, right? Turning off the shadow maps to fix if it crashes. Yeah. Yeah, it's clearly not, look. Alright, well I can fix that later as well. Whenever I'm streaming next. Guys, I'm going to head off in a minute. Swap interval 1. But I'm quite happy with that. It's starting to look... I wanted to boast about my game reaching 400 frames per second, but it doesn't even actually work. Brilliant. Right, let's go. No, I didn't mean to do that. Single player, new world. Isometric test. Does that work? Yay. Yeah, sure does. Okay, so that was this was another thing I was mucking around with. Single player, new world. Mob test. Is that going to work? I have no idea. Oh, there you are. Whoa! Oh yeah, I didn't actually want to start doing AI. And, oh yeah, the center is wrong. Chase me, come on. That's boring. I don't even know what these are. Oh, well, I've spawned inside something. Oh yeah, this... Oh, gosh, yeah. I got to fix this as well. Loads to fix. This was me doing my my biome generator, wasn't it? So I've just now got a swirly... Swirly shadows. No back face culling, doesn't like that. Oh yeah, yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, this was another terrain generation thing. Ooh, shadows. Cool. Whoa! Something just went strange. Just suddenly slowed down to like 30 frames a second. That was not good. All these odds and sods I've got with the different terrain generation and stuff. Yeah, so this was checking about pre-built shapes like this question mark and seeing if I could find it, if there was an easy way to get it to fit in with the terrain generation. And it is, but it does raise interesting points about collision and stuff. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. I like this area. Yeah. Oh well, I saw the sun briefly. You need to run stuff. You need to put a breakpoint on. Back to back, normal, hollow, parallel, ring world, empty. Fine. Right, guys, I've mucked around more than enough. Yeah, that jittering is going to bug the hell out of me. Might have to put some shading in for it or something. I'm quite happy. So, guys, I'm going to head off. I've been mucking around for the past, what, 5 minutes. You can follow me on Twitter or I'm on Discord there throughout the day. Thank you for watching. Teasel's here. I will show you. I'll probably go and make myself... Will I make myself something to eat, Teasel? What do you have to say? Guys, let's go and see who to host. Who is there we can host? Who's on game development? Crikey, I don't know who that is. Adam is there. Windy Beard Games. 1-1. Okay. Lumpy Touch. Erebus. Dino Farm. Well, so I don't know who Kyle Rebetz is. Sky Oblivion. Yep, don't know who that is. Oh, it's Loadclaw streaming. He is. Yonder, the cloud catcher. Actually, I want to have a look at that. Guys, yeah, thanks very much for watching. Teasel loves you. I'm going to host Loadclaw. There's the Teasel. If you don't like me, her vicious claws and little paws will come and hurt you. All right, I'm going to host Loadclaw. See you guys. Thanks for watching, even though I'm tired. Bye-bye.